A Clarion resident, a national ambassador, a member of our Foresight Group, she embodies the power of lived experience in shaping the future. Please join me in welcoming Niomi Gibson.
Thank you. It's a real special and privilege to be here today, representing residents and their voice as a part of this important moment. My name is Niomi Gibson, and I'm proud to say I'm a Clarion resident, a member of the Clarion Futures and Resident Involvement Board, a mother, and a member of the Foresight Group. You can give me a clap if you like. My journey in social housing started 14 years ago when I was 18, expecting my son and being at risk of homelessness. When I was offered my first home with Clarion, that home was much more than just a roof. It gave me stability, security, and a space to build as I became a mother. Over the years, I've worked closely with Clarion, not just as a tenant, but as a national ambassador, helping to represent and amplify the voices of other social housing residents across the country. Through resident involvement work and now the Foresight Group, I have had the opportunity to challenge, advise, and influence how Clarion listens to their thousands of residents and shapes its services. I've seen the organisation evolve, and I now know firsthand how powerful it can be when residents are not just consulted, but are truly at the heart of the decision-making. This is why being a part of the Foresight Group has meant so much to me. It wasn't just about speaking my mind, it was about making sure real-life lived experience informed the way we think about housing, making sure it's done with us and not just to us. Because when you live it, you see the system differently, and you know the details that really matter. In my essay in the report, I talked about what a home really means and how the design, the maintenance, and the support around that home can either make life harder or really, really help people. For me, the starting point was about being really genuine and authentic when it came to resident engagement. It's not just about the surveys or the focus groups, but about building long-term relationships where housing officers know their tenants, where feedback is welcomed, and where decisions are explained and made in partnerships. Another issue I raised is the impact of mental health within poor housing. I've spoken to many residents who feel anxious living in their own homes. That stress can take a toll emotionally, physically, and financially. But when housing works well, it does the opposite. It supports health, it builds confidence, and it gives people a base to be a role model and actually dream bigger. I also talk in the report about the importance of community spaces. We often underestimate how vital those spaces are for tackling loneliness, for running support groups, and for helping children rebuild friendships outside of their homes. In my community, in Bromley, shared spaces have been places of connection and creativity, but we need investment to keep them alive, and we need to involve residents to know how they should be used. One thing I highlighted within the Foresight Group is the idea that housing really is about helping people build better lives. We need to ask, is this home supporting the health and the well-being of the person living inside of it? I'm proud that my journey with Clarion has led me to sitting on the board of Clarion Futures, the charitable foundation that supports residents with finding work, developing their skills, and managing their finances. There is always more that we can do, but I believe my involvement in this report proves that when you bring together experts and residents on equal footing, you get much richer ideas, more grounded insights, and better long-term thinking. I hope my contribution reminds us all that residents don't just receive services, but also experts in their own lives. Thank you.